that God has been testing me. He has been testing me. Or when I mention to you that I live in Far Rockaway, just say, oh, nah, shorty, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And find somebody that live around the corner from you, like most men do. They're not going to go out of their way for no female unless it's really somebody they really, really like.
Yes, y'allin', jigga man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon-toed, some of them be crawlin'. Get the best of you whenever I put my all in. Have mommies callin' for the law, darling. Jigga and Paulin', ass drop. Coops with half the top, expose half my knot. Niggas mad when I brag about the cash I got, but I'm used to not having a lot. I'm from the gutter and
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today is August 17th. It's a Thursday. I am en route to the office.
At the light, turn left onto Empire Avenue, then keep right.
I was just off for a couple of days. I just basically took 3 days off from work, and then so I just went back to work on Wednesday. So I didn't vlog yesterday. I'm actually trying to but by the time you guys see this vlog, my birthday vlog will be uploaded. I've been trying to upload it for 2 days. It was taking forever to export from iMovie. No, actually, that's not my problem, trying to get it out of iMovie. It's trying to get it uploaded to YouTube. So I don't know. So I'm hoping by the time I get home,
keep right onto Empire Avenue
from work, the vlog should be
at the next light.
Uploaded
turn
to
left.
YouTube. I mean, literally, I've been trying to upload this vlog since Tuesday, and today's Thursday. Literally all day long. I had to but something told me this morning to just restart my computer, and that's what I did, and all of a sudden it's moving now. I had to Google a video, like, why is my video not uploading? And it was kind of giving it basically gave me some information, like, regarding what kind of format to download to export it out of iMovie, and etc. But I still have to research that because I'm not 100% on it. But anywho, I don't really have nothing to report. Like I said,
at the light, turn left onto State Route 878 North.
Yeah, Tuesday I was off, so I dropped Ja at daycare. Did I vlog? No, I don't think I vlogged. I dropped Ja off at daycare. I went to my CrossFit class. Came back home, did laundry, and was editing my vlog, in hopes that I would have it. I actually knocked it out earlier than I thought I was going to. So that's why I was trying to upload it for the last 2 days, and it didn't happen. But anyway, like I said, it should be up. Yeah, so I don't really have anything planned this
in 1.4 miles, take a slight right turn onto Bay Boulevard.
Yeah, I don't have really anything planned this week. I think the only thing I want to do is, of course, go to my CrossFit class. And I may go to brunch on Sunday. I'm not sure yet, so I'll know for sure. I'm lying. I'm going to, so Saturday, my best friend Mark, which you probably have seen in a previous vlog, he does, like, they have a block party for the kids. What am I saying a block party for? They have a block party every year in Brooklyn, and his family, they give away, he has like a charity, so they give away like stuff for the kids to go back to school and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go, because I think last year, I forgot, I missed it basically because I work on Saturday. So but this year I decided that I'm gonna go and take a half a day, and then me and John can go do that. It just pretty much give us something to do for the weekend. And then, like I said, Sunday I should be going to brunch, but I'm not for sure yet. I gotta confirm with my mom if she's able to take Ja.
In 1 mile, take a slight right turn onto Bay Boulevard.
That's it. So yeah, that's basically it. Nothing to report. So I will probably check back in with y'all. If not tomorrow, then probably Saturday. But I'm gonna try to vlog tomorrow, even if it's just bumping my gums. Okay, later. Hey guys. Welcome back to the vlog. So What is today? Oh, so today is August 19th. I am working, of course, it's a Saturday. I'm working today. I am gonna be working a half a day because I'm going to my best friend is having something. He's having a block party, and I think I explained to y'all previously. It's like a, you know, block party, and they give away stuff for the kids and stuff. So I'm gonna take y'all because I didn't take him last year, so I'm only gonna be working a half a day. So I just said, let me show y'all some of the stuff I got for my birthday. Wasn't like a lot of stuff, so but you know, I just said let me share with you guys what I got, because whatever, just sharing. So one of the gifts I got was a fragrance. You know that I love perfume, and so I actually did not have my eye on this. This is a Lancome fragrance, and this is I'm trying to get the words right, that's why I'm looking at the bottom. It's called La Vie EST Belle. This is my bestie Nani got me this. Thank you, Nani. So if you're watching this, I love it. I already told her I love it. It smells, let me see. Oh, it's amazing. So let me see what the notes are, so you kind of get an idea of what this is. So the V. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, so the notes are precious Irish Padilla notes, sustainably sourced Iris Padilla butter from France, vibrant earthy patchouli, sustainably sourced in Bali, sensual warm vanilla with spun sugar, leaving a warm sensual trail. So basically the gist of it is it's vanilla notes and iris notes. So it's like a vanilla flowery kind of fragrance. It's really pretty. Yeah, this hasn't been on my radar, so I'm glad that she got this for me. I did wanted to get another Lancome fragrance. I forgot the name of it, which, like I said, I don't remember if I ever showed y'all this other fragrance I got. But I was going to get the Lancome fragrance, and I ended up getting something else that day because I smelled something else, and I was ended up getting that. But this smells really pretty. I love it. I love it. To me, I mean, this smells more or less like, to me, more of a winter fragrance. But oh, this smells so good. I love this. She did good. I think she had this on that day. No, she said she had on another fragrance, but she was like, you got like the same or something like it, but it's not really the same. So that's how she kind of gave me a clue of what I got. So that was nice. So that was from my bestie Nani. So thank you, Nani, again. I had to spray it on myself just now. I absolutely love it. So it definitely goes on in the collection. The next thing I got is some sunglasses. So I actually got this from Nani's mom. So that's like my other mommy. She got me some sunglasses. She was like, I'm sending you something. So she got me some Valentino shades, and these are cute. Something to add to the collection. My shades collection is crazy too. But I don't really buy a lot of designer shades because I just be feeling like I'm gonna, like, a lot of my designer shades I barely wear because I be scared that I'm gonna break them or lose them. But I know I have to break out of that because I have quite a few pairs that I don't wear, and I'm like, nah. So she got me these Valentinos, and they got some like rhinestones over the front, and you know, little Valentino thing here. You can see it. And I think these are cute. They kind of remind me of these Jimmy Choo glasses I have. They basically look almost the same, except for the lens is just completely round. And then you see here it has, like, you know, the rhinestones here. Let's see if you can focus. And then it has the it's so noisy over here, y'all. I swear it's like an emergency every goddamn day, all day. I don't know if y'all can see it, but you get the gist of it. So these are really, really nice. I like these. Yeah, I just gotta figure out, like, I mean, I guess it just depends on the look. I might even wear these today, because this dress that I'm wearing today is like a flowersy, not flowersy, but I don't know. I've been on kind of like on my retro kick lately, you guys. I don't know what it is. It's just I be in my own lane. I don't care about what other people doing. So I just been on my retro shit. And yeah, matter of fact, these are gonna go good with this outfit that I am thinking about wearing today to the block party. I think that's what I'm gonna wear today. So the next thing I got was this Kenzie buttercup set from another one of my my besties. This is from Kim. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me see, cause this, damn. Hopefully y'all can see it. But anyway, it's a Kenzie buttercup babe set. It has the fragrance, a travel fragrance, a body lotion, and a body glow. So that's something. I did smell it. It smells good. It smells like something that you could just wear, like it's an everyday fragrance kind of thing. You could wear every day. And then I always like the travel thing, because you know you could use that. I'm about to go away next week, so maybe I could just throw that in my carry-on as well. I don't know if I told y'all, but I think I did though. I don't know why this thing keep going out of focus. So yeah, I don't know if I told y'all. I think I did, but yeah, next week Tuesday I'm going out of town on business. I'm going away with my job. So I'll just literally be in and out. I'll be in North Carolina like Tuesday, and I'll be back home Wednesday, so it's in and out. So I'll take the travel you know, the travel part with me. What else did I get for my birthday? Oh, I got 2 plants. I think I showed y'all in the last vlog, whatever. I just got the 2 plants. Yeah, I showed y'all that already. I got those 2 plants from my mom. One was from Ja, and one was from her. If you want to see those plants, you could go to the, no, not, was it in my birthday vlog or the one before that? I don't remember, one of those. Either way, look, check both of them. And that is really it, right? I can't think. No, I didn't get anything else. I got some money. From, oh yeah, let me not forget. Yeah, I got money. Yeah, I got some other stuff. I got money from 2 of my co-workers at work. Thank you, Nikki and Danny. And I got some money from my mom, so that was cool. And I don't know if I told y'all, but I've been kind of like winning on my little scratch-offs lately. I was just like, you know, asking my ancestors in heaven to send me some money, and I mean, it wasn't like a lot, but I was saying scratch-offs within the last 2 weeks or so. I think I probably won about, probably like close to like $400 in scratch-offs. So that was good. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I got for my birthday so far. So I'm just going to that's it, right? I'm trying to think, was there anything else? No, that was it. And y'all saw you see what I bought myself. I bought myself those 2 fragrances. So yeah, that was cool. So I just wanted to show y'all what I got for my birthday, and I'll probably check in with you guys later on when we get to the cookout, well, barbecue later. Hey guys, you're in my cabinet. I'm sitting here trying to just made Josh some beef sausage. He loves beef sausage. I don't know why, just randomly. And I'm making me some tuna. I haven't had tuna in forever. I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to do a tuna melt or just a regular tuna salad sandwich? I think it's looking like a regular tuna salad sandwich because I have some salad in there. I have some salad in the, let me just put y'all back up here. I had y'all in the cabinet, but now I got y'all on this thing that I bought. Hold on. So yeah, I was just trying to think. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a regular tuna fish sandwich. I'm just gonna put some of this. I get my cans from Costco's. Yo, it's so funny about these cans, right? My mother be having these theories. So she was like, oh, I don't like, a while ago she was like, I don't like to buy like loose cans of tuna at the supermarket. So, you know, like a lot of the times the stuff that she be saying, I just be like, why don't you like regular cans of tuna out the supermarket, lady? Like, come on. She was like, oh, because they don't put a lot of tuna in it. They don't put a lot of tuna. She's like, I only like to buy the ones from Costco's. And lo and behold, she's absolutely right. It's a big difference in the cans of tuna that you get from Costco's than what you buy in the supermarket. I guess, I mean, if you, well, this says 7 ounces. And like I said, I never buy tuna in a can at the store, so I don't know how many ounces it is, but they are larger. They are, yeah. Anyway, and when I'm making, like, you know, macaroni salad, which a lot of people like me to make for them, I usually just buy the cans of tuna from Costco, because you get more for your money there. If I had to, you know, next time I make macaroni salad, I'll show you how I make it. But basically, it's very simple. The traditional way of how my mother initially taught me to make it is that you're supposed to do, so this is solid, I only use Bumblebee, and this is solid white albacore in water. So let's just say you're making macaroni salad, which most of the time when people ask me to make it for like a party or gathering, I'll do, depending on how much people I think is going to be there, right? So let's just say I'm making 4 cans of the solid albacore in water. I would do another 4 cans in oil. So you're supposed to put however many cans of tuna you're putting in. Even if you're doing 1 can of tuna, that will be 1 can of tuna in water and 1 can of tuna in oil. But I usually, you know, Costco doesn't have the one in oil, so most of the time now I do it in water. Depending on, like, I mean, you could just do straight up albacore in water. I would prefer you do the one in water over the one in oil, because you're putting mayo and stuff like that. You don't need the one in oil. So, I don't know. That's just something I felt like I wanted to share. Anywho, so I just jumped on real quick, because when I tell you that God has been testing me, He has been testing me in a realm of my love life. When I tell you He's been testing me, He really, really been testing me. And here, and the reason why I'm sharing it with you, because for people that I can't even say struggling with love life, or just dealing in this world, this new world order of dating that we've been experiencing, it's just like, I'm a, you know, aside from the fact that, yes, I'm a Leo, right? So even for a Leo woman, we're a lion, right? We're hunters, you know what I'm saying? And I'm used to pursuing men, and you know, that's just my, I think that's just my nature. I think I'll probably always kind of like have that in me. But I had to learn throughout the years that you have to balance that out with reciprocity, because men do like, they like a challenge, and they like to chase as well. So when I was younger, I would pursue a lot more, but now that I'm older, I don't pursue as much as I used to do. And pursuing is not just a new person. Pursuing means you could be with an existing person, and you know, you're always initiating conversation, initiating dates, initiating everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that anymore. I used to. because I had to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? That you can't keep following up behind somebody and they're not reciprocating, right? So in the last few weeks, y'all, I swear things have just been, I told y'all about the guy that I seen in the, whatever, told y'all the story about the guy that I seen in the mall. Another thing that came up for me, and this is just, like I said in the past, if somebody reached out to me or they showed me any type of interest, no matter what it was, like how minimal it was or whatever it was, like I would just be like, oh my God, he likes me. Oh my God, he wanna see me or whatever. And then I would go off of that. It's the littlest minute thing that they would do or whatever. I would just be ready to, So in the last couple of weeks, let me tell y'all what I experienced, because I didn't tell y'all everything before. But it just seemed like everybody's just been crawling up from out the, I don't know. Like, this is crazy how a couple of people that I used to talk to have reached out to me, or I saw. Like, and I told y'all before, I don't see people, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, I live out in God knows where. And then when I'm outside, I'm literally like so intentional everywhere I go and everything that I do, that I don't see people like that. I don't hang out like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So when I see people, I be like, damn, like that shit, in my mind, and I'm spiritual too. I be like, what does that mean that I'm seeing this person? You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the past, I used to be like, oh, maybe it's a sign, that we should talk or whatever. So aside from, the running I told y'all I saw with that guy, which I don't really think that counts. I saw someone that I was recently talking to. I saw this person that, damn, did I tell you about this person? I don't remember. But I saw somebody I was recently talked to in person. He didn't see me though. I saw him, and it was just the weirdest thing, because when I seen him, I seen him near my mom's house. Well, he does live not too far from my mom's house. And it's crazy because I was in a car and he was on foot. And the time of night that I seen him, I never go to my mother's house that late at night. I'm never over there. The direction that I was coming from, I wasn't supposed to see this person. It was like a direction that I never take, but I was coming from somewhere, else. I wasn't coming from my house. So that's why I was in the opposite direction. How is it that I see this person literally, like I'm driving, this person is standing on the corner of a block, and I just look to my right and the person is standing right there, front and center. That's insane. At the time of night, it wasn't like crazy late. It was probably like 10 o'clock at night. I'm never at my mother's house that late. Never, ever, ever, ever. So clearly it was meant for me to see the person. So typically I'll be like, oh my God, that's a sign. I need to reach out to the person. So this time I was like, nope, I'm not going to reach out to them. They didn't reach out to me. I'm not reaching out to them. So, I told y'all about one of my exes reached out for me for my birthday. So then another person reached out to me on my birthday. Somebody that I was talking to. I mean, we was talking online. We never met up in person. But I don't know if you ever met somebody and you just get like an immediate, like not only attraction, but just like, I don't know, this person just like, I ain't gonna say soulmate or nothing, but like we just clicked and we was like talking, but we just never met up because he just never initiated anything. He never initiated no kind of meeting up. The couple of times that I initiated it, he just didn't like follow through with it. So I was like, oh, maybe he has somebody, whatever. He's just not, what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was with him, because I don't think that he wasn't interested in me. I think I want to say maybe the more of that story is that I kind of felt like he was playing games with me, which maybe he wasn't, but I was a little impatient. I have to take accountability. And it was not like, I feel like if I'm talking to somebody for a couple of months, it's like, okay, when are we gonna meet up? And he just wouldn't initiate nothing, so I kind of lost interest. We kind of actually got into it, but not nothing crazy, but primarily because I was getting impatient. I'm like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? But he reached out to me, which was weird because I don't even remember telling him when my birthday was. I don't remember telling him when my birthday was. Maybe I did, or maybe because, you know, he got an iPhone. I don't know if maybe it was in his cat. I have no idea, but he said happy birthday to me. That was weird. So also with him, I really, really liked him, like a lot. And fine as hell. Woo. So fine. And so I was like, damn, you know, I was like, God damn, like that was like a moment for me to like really just, I could have, typical me would have just been like, oh yeah, he texted me for my birthday. That's so sweet. How did he remember that? You know, I would have been pursuing him. Like, so I was like, nope, not this time. So after he texted me for my birthday, they didn't hear nothing else from him. So I was like, all right, see? So the next thing was, I don't know if I was telling y'all about somebody, but I don't know. Anyway, somebody I was talking to newly, right? I was saying that like a couple of like vlogs ago, like the guy was mentioning sex early, so I was just like, you know, I'm not interested, and like, you know, sometimes, like I said, sometimes I don't just straight up veto people because, you know, I don't know what your reasonings about that. Some men don't know, you know what I'm saying, like they doing that. So I was still kind of talking to him, but he was still after. So I don't know if I told y'all, but anywho, we were supposed to meet up. And I decided at the last minute that I didn't want to meet up with him. You know what I'm saying? Only because I just feel like I don't want to entertain things that I don't want. And I don't want to have to force somebody to do something they don't naturally want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I decided I basically stood him up. So after I stood him up, which I know was wrong, he kept reaching out to me. I didn't block him. I didn't do nothing like that. I started to kind of like explain to him why I, you know, didn't make it that day or anything like that. But then I was like, nah, because then, you know, it's too much explaining. I don't want to explain myself. So after that, he kept reaching out after that. Like, he was just like, how you doing? Everything okay? Everything, like, literally consistently, like, every other day for almost 2 weeks. So just so happened, I know he didn't know it was my birthday, but he texted me on my birthday too. And I answered him because I was around friends and I was asking their opinion. And it was like, oh, just answer him. You know, my friends are just so, no. So I was like, all right. So I answered him. And I was like, oh, no, how you doing? I was like, everything's fine. So, of course, after I answered him, then he wanted to continue the conversation. So I was like, oh, you know. So I was like, in my mind, I was saying to myself, I said, because it's crazy, I kind of liked him. You know what I'm saying? Because we was talking about, aside from him mentioning sex, we was talking about other things. And it's crazy because sometimes you could like somebody, but sometimes men don't understand that you talking about sex kind of makes a woman feels like that's all you want to. We have time for that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was like one of the things that really, and it's crazy that one thing kind of was just like, I'm good with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I just been in too many situations where guys, I try not to use that against them, but it ended up being like, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just like, you know, in my mind, I was just like, well, you know, if I start talking to him again, now he's going to be on the defensive of like, oh, well, you stood me up. And, you know, even though when we was talking the day on my birthday, he didn't mention it. So we start talking again and he's like, oh, you know, what are you doing this weekend? And I'm like, oh, nothing, whatever. So he's like, oh, okay. I said, but why did you ask me? So he was like, oh, you know, I wanted to see, you know, what you was doing or whatever. And I was like, okay, but like, you didn't have a plan? Like what? I'm just kind of, I really wasn't serious about this. I was just picking his brain just to see where his head was at, really, primarily. So he was like, well, I don't want to make plans with you and then like you stand me up. And I was like, now mind you, when I say standing him up, I want to say that It wasn't like, oh, I said meet me at a place at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna be there, like the other guy did to me. I didn't do that. It was just that when he reached out to me that day to confirm, I just didn't respond. So it's not like I had him waiting somewhere. We had a date, we had a time, we had a place. Like, it wasn't nothing like that, because we didn't even know where we was meet up. I guess the plan was for him to confirm with me that day. And that was another thing that day. It was like, I don't know, whatever, I don't want to come there, but I didn't literally like stand him up somewhere. I didn't do that. So he was like, yeah, I don't want to make another plan with you, and then you like, I don't hear from you for 2 weeks. So I was like, oh, okay. So I was just like, you know, so I was like, oh, okay, understood. And I was like, but you know what I said to him? I was like, you know, maybe I said, I really think that, you know, we're not compatible, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and that, you know, and I think that it's best that we go our separate ways, because, you know, we're not compatible. So he texted me back and he was like, oh, awesome. So I was like, okay, fine. So that was cut and dry. So it was just kind of like, at the end of the day, at least, you know, he's not wondering. Like, I mean, I'm not the type of person that's like the tit for tat type of person. Like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna, or not so much of that. Like, I'm not gonna lead somebody on to think that it's gonna be more than just whatever's going on. Like, let me just let this person know what it is, so like they could go ahead and find somebody that wants that shit, wants the same thing they want, you know. And that's basically what I did with him, because at first I was like, oh, I don't need to explain nothing to him, and you know, but I was like, nah, let me not do that. But anywho, that was a test too, because I like attention, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest with it. I think I like attention just like any other person would, you know what I'm saying? So it was a test. I felt like it was a test, because it was like, you know, you like this shit, right? You know, you like when somebody constantly calls you or check in with you, see if you're all right, like, you know, you like that shit. But I felt like it was a test, because my old self would have been like, oh, he likes me because he keeps like calling and texting. Not today, Satan. Not next week, Satan. Not tomorrow, Satan. So I was like, nah, cut that off. Then another person that I used to talk to reached out to me on a dating app. And was like, oh, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm good, how you doing? They was like, oh, you know, they expressed their how do you say it? They expressed how they treated me and how I was wrong, and they was apologizing and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I respect it, thank you, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, oh, you know, I just want to be friends with you, and, you know, I'm sorry for the way I treated you, and, you know, I just want to be friends at least. And I'm like, okay. But in my mind, I'm like, because even when he was saying this to me, I started to tell him, you know, that's cool, I don't even want to be a friend, because it was just this, I don't need to go into the whole story of how this person behaved, but it was just like, plus I know he'd be watching my vlogs, but it was just like, okay, you know, yeah, we could be friends. But in my mind, I was just saying, like, why be friends with someone that can't do basic shit? Like I said, I'm not an argumentative person, I'm not a confrontational person, I'm the chillest person on the planet, you know what I'm saying? At this point in my life, I'm just protecting my energy from people that doesn't deserve to be in my presence. And where I'm going in my life right now, the way things are about to take off for me, I don't need nobody around that's toxic or have bad energy, you know what I'm saying? So, and again, you know, just to reiterate, it's not that I cannot have a boyfriend, or I can't have a man, or I can't keep a man. I haven't met a man yet. You know what I'm saying? And when I meet a man, then that's when maybe things will be different. And I feel like the kind of woman that I am, I'm made for a certain type of man, and not a lot of men can take on a task. And it's the craziest thing about it. Like I said before, I'm very simple. I'm not like a confusing kind of type of girl. Do I have standards? Yes, I do have standards, but my standards are not like, oh, you need to be 6'5", 250 pounds, and you need to drive S500, and you need to have real estate, and you need to be good in bed, and you need to make this amount of money. Those are not my standards, or those things that You know, those things specifically are not my standards. My standards are, you need to be able to communicate, you need to be healed, you need to be, or at least working on yourself being healed, because that's what I'm doing. And you need to be a man about your words. Do what you say you're gonna do. The unnecessary like lying, it just makes no sense to me. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I respect men that tell the truth, you know what I'm saying, even if he thinks it's gonna hurt me, you know what I'm saying, or knows it's gonna hurt me. I would rather the truth than a lie. You'll get way more like respect out of me, and you'll actually, like I said, at the end of the day, we'll just end up being friends. Like I said, I have exes that I've known over 20 something years. We still speak, you know what I'm saying, like multiple of them. Like, they still call my phone and we still chit chat. We don't hang out or nothing like that, because a lot of them are in marriages and stuff like that. Or I just don't, like I said, I don't like to entertain unnecessary relationships like that. We could speak, how you doing, where you been, everything okay, the kids good, da, 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 da. I had a couple of my exes say congratulations when I finally had my son, because I had my son late. And so, but you lose me as a friend when you do stupid stuff, like just like one of the dudes that I was just talking about, like just doing little stuff, erasing my, like just doing stuff that just, because you caught up in your feelings about something that I don't even know what you caught up in your feelings about, you know what I'm saying? Or just lying about dumbass shit. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Or just basically making me feel like you didn't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? So in essence, and to wrap this up, because I've been talking for 20 something minutes, God has been testing me, because typically, like, those reaching outs, like the reaching outs that I've been getting, I usually be like, oh my God, he likes me, oh my God, he missed me, you know what I'm saying? That's just enough, just for them to just do that little intimacy thing, like just calling is enough for me. Like, oh my God, he da, da, da. And now that I am at another space in my life where I feel like, if you genuinely want to pursue me, if you genuinely are interested in me, if you genuinely want to see how I'm doing or what, like, do more. You know, a simple phone call is not enough. Or just keep in contact. Like, if you're really genuine about it, like, I'm not gonna, you're the man, you see. And this is another thing that I feel like with dudes is like, you want me to be submissive, right? Which I have no problem with being. But I need to be submissive to a real man that's going to be like, not worried about what other people are going to think. You know, I even had to tell one guy, it's like, we're not on reality TV. Nobody's watching you. So, like, why is it that you feel like you can't, like, express yourself or tell me you miss me or tell me you know what I'm saying? Or, and this is like not just one scenario. This is like most of the scenarios. And so this is what's telling me that that's the norm in this world. And it's so unfortunate that this is what we've come to, where you have that much pride that you can't even like reach out genuinely and say, hey, even like I said, one of my exes called me, let the phone ring one time. Like, just be like, hey, Mimi, whatever, yo, I haven't spoken to you in a minute. How you doing? Everything all right? I'm just calling to check on you. Boom, and walk away. Like, why is it that you have to play these little mind games and think that what works with the next chick is going to work with me? It's not going to work with me. And I don't give a fuck if I look like Reshbusha. You're still not going to play with me, and you're not going to play in my face, because I'm not desperate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like being by myself, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would not prefer, but it's not like I'm dying to like be with somebody so bad. And on top of that, what am I, and a bigger issue that I've just been trying to like just really solidify for myself, and this is what's been getting me to kind of like stay really like focused on what I need and what I want and what I don't want, is that what is the overall circumference of the relationship, you know what I'm saying, that we had, or interaction that we had? Did you take me away on a vacation? Did you help me pay a bill? Did you help me bring up some groceries from my car? When I asked you to fix something at my house, did you do it? You know, like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Because half of y'all can't even fucking do what y'all supposed to do in the bedroom. What am I missing? I don't, like, what is there to miss? The ones that's missed are the ones that genuinely gave 2 F's about me. And those are the men that do things, that say they gonna do things they say they gonna do, whether or not they're mad, sad, or indifferent. Those are the men. that stick around and stay around, because it's like, regardless as to what we experience, whether we argued or not, like, that doesn't change what you said you was gonna do for me. Or you mad this day, so you're not gonna call. Because, and mind you, a lot of men, or I can't always say it's men, because it's probably women too, I don't do it, but you mad at something else and now you taking that out on me. Like, nah, get up out of here. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got cut off in traffic. Now you coming in the house, you mad because somebody cut you off in traffic. Like, come on. Like, but yeah, that's why I said those behaviors, you know, that, you know. And another thing too, I noticed in some of my relationships or interactions with men, it's like, don't be looking at what I have on. Don't be looking at what I have. You don't know what I had to do to get everything that I have. And sustain it too. For me to be on my own, living in my own apartment and driving a car and being able to do little things here and there for myself, like, that takes a lot of hard work. I've been at my job for 15 years. And do you think for 2.5 seconds that any company is going to keep someone on that long that's not responsible and has integrity? And, you know, and I don't make a shit ton of money, but there's Klarna, Afterpay, there's, you know, you could save or work overtime to get in. That's a lot of why I'm here today. And like I said, I'm nowhere near where I really gonna be. This ain't it for me. So don't be looking at me up and down. You know, sometimes I could peep when a man is looking at me like, oh shit, she got this, she got that, little things they say. Because if you be quiet, you could definitely see when a nigga, I ain't gonna say hating on you, but they looking like they intimidated. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just, like I said, I'm trying to stay focused on what God has in store for me. Whoever doesn't want to stick around or feel like whatever I got going on is too much for them, then the best thing for them to do is what they've been doing, and that's just a fucking pair. Leave, nigga, because I ain't got time. I'm too busy right now. I am busy. I'm not looking on your social media. I'm not seeing, like, none of that stuff. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Something just fell in my lap the other day, like, and I was just like, literally fell in my lap. Like, something just flashed across my screen that I wasn't even looking for, to solidify why I'm not talking to somebody. Literally, like, even on a platform that I'm barely on. I just actually got back on social media like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, and I'm still not on it like that because I took like a 2-month break, and I'm about to take another break. Literally flashed in front of my screen. Mind you, we're not even following each other on social media, and it flashed right there to solidify why I don't mess with that person no more, or why I don't answer those person's inquiries anymore. Because it's like, I already knew, my intuition was already telling me, not that in particular, but just like, you're not a nice person. You pretend that you're a nice person, but you're not. You're not. But I've been talking long enough, so let me finish making my tuna and get to my steak, because I think he's ready to get out his crib. So, peace.
Hold me till I scream for air to breathe, and wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby,
You love mommy?
No, the grandma.
Oh, you love grandma. You don't love mommy.
No, grandma.
Oh, excuse me, y'all. Y'all heard that? He don't love me. He love mama. Gamma.
In 400 feet, turn right onto Seagate Boulevard.
So yeah, y'all, I
In 400
am
feet, turn right onto Seagate Boulevard.
en route to, matter of fact, let me not even try to put these shades on right now. So y'all, I'm in, hold on. Yeah, beach. Not today. Maybe, oh shoot. We not gonna make it this weekend, Josh, so definitely next weekend. Hey y'all, so it is...
Turn right onto Seagate Boulevard.
I was vlogging earlier today. I'm on my way to BK. My bestie, Mark, like I was trying to tell you before, is having his little annual barbecue. And like I said, they give, like, it's a block party. They give out stuff to the kids going back to school, etc., etc. And I didn't make it last year, I don't think. Did I make it last year, or did I? I think I went last year, but I didn't have Ja, and I got there like late because I went after work. So this year I said, let me try to make it there, you know, with enough time. It doesn't end till about 6 anyway. I ended up working just a half a day at work, and you know, I had to get ready, and it's 2:30, so we should be there around 3:30.
In half
It
a
usually
mile, keep left onto New York
doesn't take
878
that
north.
long to get to Brooklyn, but you know, Saturday afternoon, you know. So anywho, I just wanted to check in, let y'all know what was going down. I just got on my little denim dress. Y'all have seen this before. And then I put on my little, everybody loves this hat, girl. Everybody loves this hat. And I got it right at on Shein. Everybody loves this hat. And so I was just like, yeah, let me change it up, do something different or whatever. It's not that hot today. It's about 80 and the humidity isn't that strong. Well, I don't know, because sometimes it's warmer in Brooklyn and Manhattan. When I get over there, sometimes it's like a lot warmer. And what you want? No, you don't need no hat. So yeah, that's it. So I was just checking in, so I'll check back in with y'all when we get to the block party. Peace. All right, y'all, we at the block party. See how they, I don't know if y'all can see it, but see how they clear out the cars. And it's a block party. Give y'all the other view. So yeah, they clear out the street so you can walk in the middle of the street. And then everybody got their little setup. It's cute. You're not gonna get up? No? You're not getting up? The dirt. Hey y'all, welcome back to the vlog. Today is Sunday, August 20th. I am home, finally off. Give me that, give it to me. You touch too much. He over here playing with my eyelash. Hence why I only have one on, because this one just don't want to come off right now. Up, back up. So anywho, yesterday was cool. At the block party. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I got sick, y'all. I got so sick yesterday at the block party. I do not know why I got sick. I started off with like a migraine, and then I got so out, and this was like, I felt it coming on, so I went to the store and I got some Excedrin, and it just still kept going. Sometimes I get these migraines. It's not that often. I get a headache, but not migraines. Like, I don't know what caused it, to be honest with you. I was drinking water. I made sure that I ate. I was drinking a little bit. I had like a glass of wine before I left the house. And then when I got to the block party, I was drinking. I had bought a bottle of champagne with me, or Prosecco, whatever you want to call it. and I was sipping on that. But I still didn't drink the whole thing. I ended up giving the majority of the bottle to, you know, like my little cousin or whatever. I gave it to her. And yeah, I was all the way home. My head was pounding. I had to pull over on the way home. I'm filming.
No.
No, I don't want that. I don't want it. No. No. No.
Mommy, có đi đi kia.
No.
Kia cái kia.
No.
Mommy.
I said no.
Mommy.
No.
Mommy.
Go call Gamma. Go call Gamma. So anywho, I had to pull over and just sit there for like 10-15 minutes. That's how bad my headache was. It was really, really bad. I took my wig off, y'all. I had, you know, good thing I had that other hat on my head. And I was just so hot. And it was hot yesterday, but it wasn't to me like that hot for me to get like that. I don't know what that was. So I was driving home, my whole way home, my head is like pounding. Getting a little less, like not pounding, but at that point I had took 4 Excedrins and migraine Excedrins. And it took me about 40 minutes to get home. I get all the way home, I open the door, I step out the car, and then I just threw up. I threw up everything that I ate at the cookout. So I don't know if it was the food or I don't know, because I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I ate before I got there that morning. I didn't feel sick really to me until, I'm trying to think, did I start to feel sick after I ate that food? I don't know, but it began with a migraine, and that's what makes me think that it might not have been the food, or maybe, I don't know, because all I had on my plate was potato salad, chicken skewers, and corn on the cob. That was it. And it wasn't a lot, so I don't know. It's just, that was just so weird. And it's like I'm only thinking about it because I just, you know, I be trying to avoid getting sick like that. I don't like being sick. But anywho, it's Sunday, of course, you know, I'm off. I'm just chilling. It's about, oh, it just turned 10 o'clock.
Mommy.
I'm going out later.
Mommy.
Yes, Cinca.
Other car.
Yes, yes. So I'm going out later. I was just kind of like in here, trying to figure out. Leave that. Stop touching my camera.
No.
I'm trying to figure out like what I'm gonna wear later because I'm going out to brunch. So I was in here trying to figure that out because I'm really trying to wear my clothes, y'all. And I got clothes. So like I said, the only thing that needs to change with me is what I've been working on, you know what I'm saying, my body or whatever. But I still need to wear my clothes. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of clothes that I have, and I don't really wear them, you know what I'm saying. Only time to me I really wear my clothes is when I go out of town. But I got stuff. So what we need to change is not the wardrobe, but the actual body, you know what I'm saying. But I could tell that I'm improving. So yeah, so today I really wanted to I was trying to decide what I wanted to wear, because I was like, you know, I want to look sexy, and yeah, I want to look sexy today. So I got 2 outfits I wanted to wear. I have like this pink shirt that like it's open in the front, and you can just like little baby ties are in the front, so I could just look, if I wear that with a nice bra, I'll be good to go. And then the other option is to wear like this dress that's like it's basically something I wear to work, but it's sexy. And if I wear that, then I just need to figure out what shoes. So anyway, I'll try to show y'all the outfit. I don't know, I just can't get good, like, I don't know, in here it's like the lighting, or you know, I don't know, whatever. I'll try to show y'all. If I don't show y'all before I leave the house, then when I get to where I'm going, I'll have somebody show you, whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to brunch, and then hopefully just back home afterwards. And that is pretty much it. I ain't really got too much else to say. But other than that, the block party was cool. I just kind of wish I was able to stay out a little longer. But we did. We was. What is it? Okay. Boo boo. Yeah, go play with your car over there. Stay away from my camera. So yeah, I'll just check back in with y'all tomorrow, because I'll probably be closing out this vlog today. Yeah, because I'm already editing and it's already at, well, even though I got a lot to edit too, it's 48 minutes. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. All right, so today is Sunday. I think I was vlogging earlier, right? I don't remember. But anywho, I am closing out the vlog, or I'll probably just be closing it out indefinitely. I'll probably end with some b-roll. I'm going to check out this restaurant in I guess you could call it
camera reported
Oceanside.
ahead.
It's called Pearl. And I've been wanting to check it out for a while, so I'm just gonna take myself out on a date and just, you know, vibe out. I said I was gonna show y'all what I had on, but basically I just put on this, like, it's like a, what do they call these? Basically this basically like a long, not long because it's above my knee, like a shirt dress, and it has these little embellishments on it. I think this is by Laundry. I've had this for a while. I took it to the cleaners. I got the button sewed up, so it's like, girl. And I like this because it kind of like sucks you in a bit. And I just put on my Moschino dad sandals. I don't know, now that I think about it, I should have had on my freaking shoes, you know what I'm saying, because I'm going to sit out and, you know, vibe by myself. And I look cute, so I wanted to make sure I look even cuter. Apologies for the hold on, let me see if I can fix this. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I thought I could fix the ISO, but the exposure pretty much, but it's not. It's just probably like the direction I'm driving in. What else was I gonna say, y'all? Yeah, so I'll just b-roll when I get to Pearl and then end off the vlog. Wasn't nothing much going on. Like I said, did go out yesterday, and that was pretty much it. Showed y'all what I got for my birthday. That was like it. It wasn't really nothing lit on this vlog. Hopefully next vlog, you know, something else to be going on. But it's the end of the summer. Me and Ja is gonna definitely have another beach day. Today is gorgeous. Like, I really wish that, well, it ain't a big deal, but today would have been a good day for us to go to the beach. But next weekend, we'll probably do a beach day, especially because I'm going out of town. I come that following Tuesday, so I just would like for us to go out and just have some time together. And especially like when I'm going out of town, I'm, you know, whatever, I like to spend time with him, as if we don't spend enough time together, but just to, you know, I don't know, that's just my method that I have, and I want to continue doing that. Make sure I spend like extra time with him before I leave, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all, that's about it. So let me pay attention, because I'm coming down Farmers Boulevard. If you know, you know. Dropping him off at my mom's, and yeah, I'll probably b-roll out of the vlog. Peace.
Hold me till I scream forever, breathe, and wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
Hey guys, so I just finished at lunch. I ate at Pearl. It's in, I thought it was in Oceanside. It's actually
in 1.6 miles.
In
keep right onto Toll Bridge, New York.
It's actually in Island Park. the food was actually really, really good. Really good. I had a dozen oysters, because the oysters was $1. And then I had a pasta dish which just had like mussels and shrimp. Let me get out of this lane. Jesus, they need to fix this. Surprise, in this neighborhood, these streets is like that. So that was their food is really, really good. The sauce, you could just tell by the marinara sauce that was like a good marinara sauce. What else was I gonna say? So Pearl, to me, I'm gonna give an overall. The only thing I wasn't crazy about, y'all, you know, I gotta find something. Not really though. The only thing I wasn't crazy about was the drink. I had ordered a mojito, and he didn't make a real mojito. I guess they had like a premix for the mojito, so that wasn't good. But other than that, the oysters was good. Like I said, how could you mess up with oysters? And that pasta dish, that was excellent. But he told me, I started to get the pork chop, because he was like, oh, that pork chop is my favorite, and I started to get it, but I don't know, I just had a kind of like a pasta kind of taste. I don't know why. I had a taste for pasta, put it like that. But I just wanted to make y'all laugh real quick. You know me and my dating stories and stuff. Like, I don't know what's wrong with some guys. I don't know why they lie so much for stupid ass reasons. It just makes absolutely no sense. But then I'm starting to really kind of get to the point where clearly this is working with somebody. Like, clearly these tactics, these behaviors is working with certain females, and that's why they continue to do it. Because I don't know. But anywho, I don't want to bore y'all, but make a long story short, I was talking to somebody new, and you know, we had kind of made plans to hang out today. I wasn't really, for some reason, my spirit was just like, not I wasn't trying to be negative or anything. I wasn't trying to be like, oh, it's not gonna happen or anything, but I just was like, I always try to, especially now, the way things go in life in general, and it's not just with dating or anything, I always kind of like to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, right? So today, you know, initially my plan was, most of the time, like mostly every Sunday, my son goes to my mom's house because I go to my CrossFit class on Mondays, right?
In 1,000
so
feet.
Most of the time,
right.
He's
Then
going with her,
right?
So that's nothing out of the ordinary. So it wasn't like that's something that I had to just whatever. But let's just get to the bottom line, right? I'm talking to somebody. So somebody new, somebody I never met in person from online or whatever. And so he's like, hey, you know what, he kind of made plans. He was like, hey, you want to meet up on Sunday for brunch? So I was like, oh, okay, you know, just let me know when and where I'll meet you. So he was like, okay, cool. He gives me the name of the place, everything. So
keep
of
right.
course, all
then
week
keep right onto Toll Bridge,
we're communicating back and forth all week long. Yesterday he confirms, hey, am I still seeing you tomorrow? Now the
keep
whole
right
time,
onto Toll Bridge, New York.
The whole time I'm talking to this gentleman, you know, he's like, oh, you know, as we're speaking, he was like, oh, you know, he was spending time with his children yesterday, and then he was like, oh, I thought, you know, I'm finished with my kids, I'm going out. So I was like, oh, okay, going out, whatever. And then the night before we was talking, he was telling me he was going out. So he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, you know, I like going out. I like to have a good time. You know, life is short. They got all these things. I forgot I'm coming from Long Beach, so it's a lot of traffic. Decals. Oh, all vehicles. I could go all the way to the right. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm paying attention because I'm coming across this.
Exit to the right onto Rockaways, Brooklyn.
I'm coming across this bridge. So, anywho, you know, we talking. So then, you know, I was like, all right, so now today comes, right? We're texting each other all morning, you know, back and forth, just talking, making regular conversation. So now he's starting to like just ask questions, ask little stuff back and forth. So he was like, so the first question was, do you like reggae or soca? And I'm like, well, if I had to choose, I ain't telling you I like it, but if I had to choose, I would say reggae, you know, over soca. So he was like, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, wow, what's up? So he was like, oh, I wanted to invite you somewhere else. So I was like, okay, like what would you trying to invite me to? Hold on, y'all, let me pay for my little toll. I can't wait until they get easy bags. Whew, I'm so out of it. I'm tired. Thank you. So, yeah, FYI, if y'all don't know, if y'all go to Long Beach, the bridge costs $3 each way. But I'm coming from the back
Red light camera ahead.
Anywho, so, he's like, oh, do you like reggae or soca? I'm like, reggae. So he's like, oh, this place, somebody told me about this party or whatever. It was some shit that was going on. They called it like whatever, something that was on the beach. It was in Coney Island, right? So I'm like, yeah, reggae, you know what I'm saying, if I had to pick. So I was like, well, is it an all-night reggae thing? So, oh yeah, before I said that, I said, so are we doing this after brunch? So he was like, yeah, I'm trying to plan a whole day with you.
Turn left onto Beach 19th Street.
In my mind, I'm like, listen, the way my life is set up, I just want to go to brunch and come home and relax. You know what I'm saying? Be in my bed. So time going on, we talking. And then he like, oh, I don't remember if I told him where I lived. I don't know what it was. Doesn't matter. When we initially made the plans, he sent me a place to go to. The place that he sent me to go to was in Brooklyn. I was like, okay, fine. Now today, he want to be like, where do you live at again? And I'm like, I live in Far Rockaway. So he was like, oh my God. He was like, oh shit, I didn't realize I'm here. I go inviting you to Brooklyn, and because I'm assuming you living in Brooklyn, and you live in Queens. So I'm like, all right, it's cool. Like I could come to Brooklyn. Like I don't mind going to Brooklyn or outside of my, where I live, because it ain't shit out here. I mean, there's stuff out here, but I would rather be not in Far Rockaway, whatever. I'm always not out here. So he's like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, yeah. So he's like, oh, okay. He's like, he was like, but damn, like now you trying to, you're making me feel bad. I'm like, what am I making you feel bad about? And he's like, oh, because, you got to come all the way to Brooklyn. I wasn't thinking. And I was like, it's okay.
Speed
like I already told you it's okay.
Ahead.
So he's like, oh, that's not the type of man I am. And so before we before he even started talking about that, when I mentioned Far Rockaway to him, I was like, is that a problem for you? Because a lot of people have a problem with me living in Far Rockaway. So he was like, oh no. He was like, you live in the boondocks. Oh, that's what made me say, do you have a problem with me living in Far Rockaway? Because he said,
use the left lane to turn left onto Beach 19th Street.
So I was like, yeah, you have a problem with that? Because like I said, it's a lot of people that I've met and they have a problem with me living in Far Rockaway. So he was like, oh no, I used to talk to somebody that lived out there and she hated coming to Brooklyn. I was like, well, I was like, well, maybe because, I'm from Brooklyn, so maybe somebody that's not from there may have a problem with it. So we talking, and then so he's going back and forth. He's going back and forth.
Turn left onto Beach 19th Street.
So I was like, well, what do you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like now you want to be a gentleman, I'm like, what do you want to do? So he's like, oh, well, do you want to meet me at some spot in Queens that whatever. But the place that he was inviting me to was something that was going to be like, it wasn't brunch. It was like a later on at night kind of thing. So I was like, well, I had already prepared to go out for brunch. You know what I'm saying? I didn't prepare to go later at night. So he's like, oh, okay. Then he's like, oh, whatever.
Destination is on your left.
So he's like, oh, all right, whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. So then he said, so I'm like, all right. I was like, yo, this dude just seemed like he is coming up with this shit now, because it's like, come on, we've been talking all week long. Like, why now? Why all of a sudden now that, you know, this is the day of, like, why are you now you feeling a way about like going to now you feel like you're not being a gentleman all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? That's basically the gist of it. So he was like, oh, da, 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 da. So I was like, all right, whatever. So my spirit was just like, nah, he trying to like, I ain't not trying to play me, but he just seemed like he's trying to get out of it a little bit now. So I was like, you know, as we're talking, I'm literally dressing my son so I can go drop him off. I'm dressed, I'm ready to, because my plan was to drop my son off and then go straight to the spot where we were supposed to meet, and we had a plan to meet at a certain time. Ciao. I'm getting my son dressed. I'm fully dressed. Mind you, I told you I have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? I'm getting my son dressed and shit. And I'm just like, yo, I'm like, hey, hun, you know, I'm gonna have to cancel. As soon as I said that, he was like, oh, okay, no problem. Maybe next time I'll come to Queens. Like real quick. All of a sudden, now you ready to cancel as soon as I say that. So I was like, oh yeah, that means that you've been wanting to cancel. You've been wanting to cancel. You was trying to find a way to cancel and making up shit now, right? So I was like, all right, whatever. So I was like, first, and then I was like, well, you know, so then I started not to say nothing else. But then I said, let me say something else to him. So I was like, you know what? I kind of feel like, no, I said, you know, I made plans to like hang out with you today. You know what I mean? I had to find a babysitter and stuff like that. And I kind of feel like you was trying to make up an excuse not to meet up. I said, but it's okay. I was like, you know, good luck out here. He texted me back, oh no, that's not what I was trying to do. I just assumed you live in Brooklyn. So I was just like, my whole thing with that too, just like, it just seems like, not seems like, it was bullshit. It was bullshit. But I wanted you to know that you inconvenienced me, and you didn't really have to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you realized that maybe you didn't have enough funds for the weekend, whatever it was. It's like, you could have just said from the time we was texting all morning, y'all, from like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was like, you could have been or told me the day before, like, let's cancel or let's reschedule, and I would have been fine with that. And I wanted you to know, you're trying to be a gentleman, but how are you trying to be a gentleman when a gentleman takes into consideration what other people got to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to find a babysitter for us to go out, and that would speak more volumes to me than anything else, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for men out there that's very insensitive to women that have young children, or you want to try to down talk or downplay a woman that decided that maybe a situation wasn't good for her and she got out of it and she has a young child. I've seen women that was pregnant, newborns, get with other men and weren't judged. That's number one. Number two is I don't live with my mom. I don't live with my cousin. It's just me and my son in the house. I don't have anyone in my house that I could be like, oh, hold him down real quick. I'm going to outside. I'll be right back. I don't have that. Nobody lives near me. I have to drive in every direction, whether it's Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. It takes me at least 30 minutes to get to my mom. And I can't even drop him over to her all the time because sometimes she don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? So when I decide to go out with you or spend time with you or whatever it is, it's like, you need to take that into consideration. But I know a lot of men don't. I'm not the female that's gonna leave my child in the house by themselves so I can go be in some man face. You know what I'm saying? Even if my child was older, either way you look at it, I would have to find arrangements to make sure that my child is taken care of, or maybe before I leave the house I gotta cook and make sure they got food in the house and stuff. Like, I'm that type of mother. I know there's women that don't do that, but that's them. Or they leave their kids in the house in the middle of the night to go sneak out and be with a man. I'm not doing it, you know what I'm saying? And as a man, I would think that you would have a problem with a woman leaving their child just to go be with you, you know what I'm saying? But again, a lot of men don't think about that. They don't care about that. That's not something that they feel is important. All they thinking about is what they want when they want it, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, but you know what I'm saying? And I've had a few men, oh, you got a young child, and yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean? I've been in situations with people where, yeah, if I want to see you or you want to see me, you could come out here. And also, you know, a lot of people have a problem with coming to see me where I live, and it's like, okay, that's why I try to disclose that as soon as possible, because I'm finding that a lot of men have a problem with the fact that I live in Far Rockaway. I don't live in the projects, and even if I did, if you really like me, then you would come out here. Or when I tell you, I mention to you that I live in Far Rockaway, just say, oh, nah, shorty, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And find somebody that live around the corner from you, like most men do. They're not gonna go out of their way for no female unless it's really somebody they really, really like. So anytime I hear a man say, oh, you live in Far Rockaway, that just makes me feel like, oh, well, clearly you don't like me like that, because, you know what I'm saying? And the other thing about that too is, like, you live where you live. You don't think that it's just because I drive, you think that it's easy for me to leave my house in Far Rockaway. The same distance it takes for me to go to you is the same shit. I'm spending gas or toll, and I'm not getting reimbursed for it. It's not like you like, oh, you came to see me, shorty, like, here go a little $10 for gas or $15 for gas. You're not even doing that. So it's like the same thing for me. But anywho, I cut it off, like, you know, go ahead, go about your business, do what you gotta do. I had a lovely lunch, and you know what I'm saying, I don't know if I'm staying in the house or I'm going back out. I got invited back out. I may go back out, but I really just want to go home and just rest and you know, do some editing, finish editing this vlog so I can have that up for y'all. And then, you know, if I decide I want to go out, I'll go out. I want to decide I want to have company, I can. So I don't come home until tomorrow, but I don't know. These guys are crazy. And again, like I told y'all, he's young. And no, matter of fact, yeah, he's young. I do not like, well, let me stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that, because what if my husband is, anywho, yeah, he's younger than I usually date. But he is in his 40s, but he's younger than I usually date. I don't be understanding why do people just, I'm so confused. But I know one thing, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, and I'm never gonna have it. So anywho, y'all, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Why make me wait for so long? So long. I don't like being in the dark. No, I don't. At the time it's like you ain't there. Where you at? You stopped acting like you care. I want my money long. I won't clear COVID nights. Who even knows your name?